Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, thank you everyone for joining us. Good morning. My name is Juan Pablo Prieto, and I serve as the Director of Diversity Programs and the CTA's DBE Liaison Officer, or DBLO. Today, I will be walking through the CTA's methodology for our proposed DBE goal for our projected federal spend in federal fiscal years 2022 through 2024. A couple of housekeeping items. This webinar is being recorded and will be posted on our YouTube channel, CTA Doors Opening. We will also be taking questions at the end, so please use the Q&A function or raise your hand and we will unmute you at the end. So as part of our DBE program with the U.S. Department of Transportation, or USDOT, we are required to submit a DBE goal every 3 years. The proposed goal we are presenting today will cover the time period of October 1st, 2021 through September 30th, 2024. As required by the DBE regulations, CTA followed the two-step process to calculate a goal. The first step is to calculate the base figure by gathering all the projected contracting opportunities that we anticipate using federal funds on. And then we work with each department within CTA to gather all those contracting opportunities and break them down into work categories, or NAICS codes. From there, we assign a projected dollar amount to each NAICS code and analyze the number of firms and the number of DBE certified firms for each NAICS code. In the following slide, you will see the breakdown, which calculates a base figure of 23%. Step 2 is to analyze whether the base figure needs to be adjusted. And one of the methods to analyze that is to use the DBE Attainment for the last 3 years. In the following slide, we will review the CTA's previous attainment and why we decided to adjust the base figure. Finally, we decided to host a public review and comment period for 30 days from May 3rd to June 2nd, 2021. Based on the comments we received, we will again analyze whether an adjustment to the goal is necessary before submitting it to the FTA for approval. On this slide, you can see the estimated contracting dollars we anticipate awarding during federal fiscal years 2022 through 2024 that we project using federal funds for. Although we know that the entire dollar value will not be federally funded, the best practice is to include the entire dollar amount, since we do not know the exact amount of federal funding we will use. We anticipate the majority, or 68.2% of the federal funds, will be used on construction contracts, 27% on professional services contracts, and 4.8% on supply contracts. Some of the projects included in the estimate are the All Stations Accessibility Program, Construction Management Services, General Engineering Services, our Mid-Level Construction Program, or MidCon, and various contracts for the Red Line extension. I would like to point out that these estimates are based on current projected federal funding. You'll notice we have several contracts that we are planning for the Red Line extension, but not the full construction for the extension. CTA is currently pursuing funding for this project. If and when we receive those funds, we will evaluate our goal to assess if it needs to be adjusted. Likewise, there are discussions in Washington regarding a federal infrastructure bill. If and when that is passed, we will assess the projected federal funding coming to CTA from that bill and determine if we need to submit an adjustment to this goal to the FDA. So again, these estimates are based on current projected federal funding that we anticipate. If there's a bill that allows us to access much more federal funding than we anticipate, we would look at our goal and reevaluate and resubmit an adjusted goal to the FTA, which they allow for. Here you can see the breakdown of those dollars by those work categories, or NAICS codes. Again, the percentage in column C comes from the amount of DBE firms that are registered with the CTA against the total number of firms registered with the CTA in that particular work category. We strongly encourage any firm that's interested in doing business with the CTA to register as a vendor, and any firm that qualifies for DBE certification to apply with one of the 5 agencies that certifies DBEs in Illinois. Additionally, we strongly encourage any DBE certified firm to review their NAICS codes and apply to expand their codes with their host agency if they've expanded into new areas of work. I would like to remind everyone that the more DBE firms there are in a particular category, the higher that we can set the floor for DBE participation. So please note that we also use a similar process when assessing DBE goals on individual contracts or task orders. So just because we set our agency goal with the FTA at a certain amount does not mean that every contract will have the same goal. We review all contracts for their own individual goals based on the scope, size, complexity, and opportunities, and the firms that are certified in those categories. So we need more firms certified so we can set a higher floor. On this slide, you can see the CTA, the DBE participation CTA attained using federal funds in each of the last 3 federal fiscal years. Again, these are just using federal funds. Because our attainment was higher than 26% for the last 3 fiscal years, we decided that an adjustment to the base figure was necessary to adjust for market conditions. So you'll remember from the last slide, the base figure was 23%. You'll see here we have attained higher than 23%. So we feel that an adjustment is necessary to bring up to adjust for market conditions. The DBE regulations indicate that agencies use the median or middle number when adjusting a base figure using historical attainment. So the CTA's median attainment for the last 3 years was 29.42%. We then averaged the base figure of 23 with the median attainment of 29.42 to calculate our proposed goal of 26%. We are also required to split the goal into a race neutral portion, meaning contracts with DBE participation that do not have a DBE goal, or where a DBE is the prime, and then into race conscious measures, meaning contracts that have a DBE goal. The regulations require us to maximize the race neutral participation, so CTA proposes to attain our 26% goal with 7.25% race neutral measures and 18.75% race conscious measures. For reference, we've also included the goals for other USDOT recipients in Illinois and LA Metro, since they have a similar capital program and spend. CTA Diversity Programs is your #1 advocate within CTA. Please do not hesitate to reach out to us with any questions or concerns. Early communication is key, and we are here to help. So please take down these emails and phone numbers for individuals, and please let us know if you have any questions or concerns. Thank you again for attending our presentation. I welcome you to visit our webpage, transitchicago.com/DBE, to view the full goal methodology and submit any comments via email to diversity@transitchicago.com. Again, we are taking comments through June 2nd. After the public comment period closes on June 2nd, we will review all comments submitted and decide whether we need to make any more adjustments to our goal. Again, the web page is transitchicago.com/DBE, and there you can view the full goal methodology for federal fiscal years 2022 through 2024. Thank you all again for joining, and have a great day.